Hello, hello. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another fantastic race. Uh, this time we are at Algarve, and this is one race where I really needed to give it my all because the shenanigans were crazy. Um, so for this one, we are starting in P3, and I may just change a few things. Okay. Yeah. So we are off for the formation lap. And like I said, we started in P3. This was like our second race. Testing out the new LMGT3 AMG. So we've initially when we first tested it, was just a practice lap to just feel out how the car was designed, and we were not particularly impressed. So I just dumped it. So later on, I just said, okay, let me try it again. Especially when an update was announced, an update to the car was announced. And basically, they really just tackled the things that I felt were wrong with the car at the time. I mean, there's still a few things that seem a bit off compared to other sims, but for this one, our major focus. Okay. Our major focus was on the drivability of the car and how the car just generally felt, especially with the updates to the aero as well. My goodness, whoa, that was a huge dive, man. That was a huge dive, but I've easily ended up in disaster. Cassidy. It was a huge dive, man. Oh, come on. He uses us as his brakes again. Unable to stop because he was diving down the inside, uses us as his brakes and gets the place. Yeah, that was really borderline dirty. That was really borderline dirty. See, another guy tries to make a move on the inside there. That could have been chaos. Whatever his name is, Dio or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, that was a big move, and he tries to get it again, but yeah, we're far ahead. Also making a move by taking out Gomez. On the left, is he going to be able to get the place? Oh, that was huge dive. We practically missed our braking point there. Yeah, I went too deep and lost the place to Gomez. Oh well, didn't take the place on Gomez. So Gomez remains in P3 while we are down to P4. Cassidy has gone up to P2. Yeah, so he was on it from the start. I mean, yeah, a bit dirty to taking the position from us, but well, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, talking about how the car feels, all of the driving aids, traction control, power cord, sleep and go, all of those things were updated, and so we really had to get ourselves acquainted with the new update and how to set all of that up. So for this race, I believe we were in TC8 thereabout, because it's not obvious, you can't see it because this is a replay. So I think we're in TC8 for this race. And P1 goes wide. Makes a mistake, loses the car and goes wide. goes completely off. Yeah, he has dropped off completely. It's not even on the timing sheet anymore. So yeah, good luck to him. So we're up to P3 right now, and we have Gomez and Cassidy in front of us, both of whom we could easily be ahead of. If we had kept the place from Cassidy, we would have been ahead of him. If we had kept that place that we almost took from Gomez, we would also be ahead of him and could have easily been in P1. But yeah, it's still early days, still early. Forget about the timing you see up there. That's still one of the LMU bugs. You can see it's showing practice 1 hour, but yeah, this is a 20-minute race or thereabout. And definitely not practice session. So LMU bugs. Just, yeah, too many bugs, too many bugs. But let's talk about what's good. The graphics, decent. I would say decent because I can't really see the full extent of it. With my 3070 card, I'm not able to run everything ultra. So really, there are a lot of things that are on medium, and maybe a few on high. Yeah, so the graphics are not particularly perfect, but this shows some level of visual quality. But we really needed to have performance over quality, so yeah. Number 2, drivability. Yeah, force feedback feels really good. The only thing that I'm not particularly happy with is the fact that you cannot really tell where the limit of the car is, where the limit of the tires are, where the limit of the tires is, rather. And we're trying to make the move down the inside, and this time we get the job done. Using our late braking technique, we're able to get we're able to get the position into P2. Gomez didn't see us coming. Yeah, we're flashing Cassidy ahead of us to know that we're coming for his position. Remind him of that dirty move that he made. The fact that we're coming for his position. But yeah, Gomez didn't see us making that move at all. He was expecting that we were going to. He didn't even expect it. And that's the thing about making moves here in Algarve. You really need to make the move when they are not expecting it. If not, on LMU they will quickly close the gap or take you out. It's one of the two. Yeah, that brings me to driving standards. Driving standards have really dropped. I mean, early in the day in the early days of LMU, driving standards were tip top, I would say. I mean, it was really good because people that were here on LMU were enthusiasts, people who really just wanted to have fun and have a good race. A lot of them were coming from iRacing, ACC, and they just wanted to leave those platforms and leave the crowd to do something, different. And so there were a lot of people who were just driving with good standards. But yeah, standards have dropped since then, obviously, because you now have a lot more people. The crowd is now moving towards LMU. So that's one thing. The ACC crowd has definitely jumped on LMU. So yeah, we lose the braking there. And that was what I was talking about, the limit. You can see that as we're trying to go into the corner there, we hit the limit and the car just went wide. So understanding where that limit is really what has largely remained unpredictable. And for you to be able to drive a car on the limit, you need to be able to predict where that limit is and then push the car to that point. If every time you try to get on the limit, you get a different feedback, it doesn't build confidence. It doesn't allow you build that confidence. And I think it was Lewis Hamilton who said it in regards to his Ferrari and how he has had difficulty driving the car. It's like building a wall. and you build it to a certain extent, and next thing something goes wrong and you knock down the entire wall and have to start building it all over again. When you're driving in a race, especially when you have gotten beyond the first, second laps and the tires are up to temperature, you at that point start to search for where the limit is, and with each block that you lay on top of another, you are steadily building that wall of confidence. And when something then happens, out of the blue, suddenly you are rattled and the wall comes crashing down and you don't know where that limit is anymore, and then you have to start building all over again. So you can see that the car ahead has definitely opened up the gap, because now I'm just trying to build that confidence again, trying to find that limit to get close to the car ahead. E3 behind us is getting closer as well. So that was where we made that mistake. That was where we almost lost the car there. So you see that we had better performance coming out of that corner, because we took a different approach into the corner. So we were slower, and then we took a wider angle to the apex. So yeah, that helped us gain. So the timings are not showing, but that helped us gain a bit on that lap. So here you can see that I try to keep the wheel as straight as possible, the steering wheel as straight as possible, breaking into that corner, because the car tends to want to go wide there. The tail wants to spin out of control. I try to just compensate by keeping the wheel straight instead of angling towards the apex. I mean, a lot of things that you are really doing them based on what you are feeling in the car at the time. For instance, there, you can see that the car is already rotating on its own, and I'm compensating by counter steering. It shouldn't be so. I mean, the car shouldn't be freely rotating on its own, because I was expecting I was expecting the rear to go wide there. I tried to counter step, but the rear didn't go, so I tried to quickly push the nose into the apex. So all these little things is what causes you to lose time. You need to be able to point the car where you want it to go, and the car goes there. You need to have that confidence behind your input, to be able to get maximum lap time and to be able to push the car. And that's really what I've been battling with respect to this new tire update and this new physics. It's a bit tricky. This is split 2, by the way. I've not been on LME for a very long time, so I had to work my way back up, and this is currently split 2. I'm trying to get back up to split 1. Yeah. I mean, Cassidy is driving on the limits. He's a mid-engine car. The rotation is very, very good for him, because the front wheel will try to make a move there, but no, he closes the door. He won't allow that, and that was way back. I think we're just trying to, at that point, just show him that we're there and try to put him off. But yeah, no move could be made there. Now watch again for counter steer here. That's the counter steer, and then into the apex. Watch for it here again as we go into this fast right hand. Counter steer right there, and then into the apex. Because I'm expecting it, I'm able to predict and just, provide a solution to it before it actually happens. You can see there that even while I was not making any input, the car already rotated into the apex, because I was expecting it. That's the confidence that I'm talking about. Tires scrubbing, going wide. Yeah, not optimal. another counter step, but yeah, it's okay. Not too much. So we're now right on the back of McLaren in P1, and like I said, confidence. So we have built the confidence, which is the reason why we're now right on his back, right on his gearbox. Can we make the move? He closes the door. He closes the door. He closes the door. But we're still there. We're still in contention as he slightly goes wide. Goes slightly wide. We're still there. Just stay in the slipstream, really. Just stay in the slipstream. But he has the advantage because we are having to fight the nose into the corner while he just is dragging the car behind him, and he can easily just, swivel into the corners as quickly as he needs to. But we have to push the nose into the corners because we're using the understeer ABS at the moment. Dare not use the balanced ABS because we'll easily go wide. Easily. Try to make the move again, he shuts the door. Shuts the door on this one again. But yeah, he's driving on the limits. He's driving on the limit as we are as well. Trying to take that position back from him. Because we qualified ahead of him, so really we should be in front of him easily. Should easily be in front of him. In P2 at this point, this is almost like halfway into the race, I believe. Sorry about the timings and enemy bug, as I said before. Into P2, P3 is still behind us, but more than 50 meters behind because my mirror is set for 50 meters back. As that 50 meters back will not appear. So here is within the 50-meter range, and it's currently visible. Try to make that move again. No, he shuts the door. We expected it, so just try to stay in the slipstream. He's getting a better rotation out of the corner, out of that hairpin. He's getting better rotation than us, as it ought to be, because it's a mid-engine car. His car is a mid-engine car, while we have to push the nose into the corner. A very long nose. You can see it in the television cam there. That nose needs a lot of work. The weight is on the front, and that also affects the front tires. And we made the move finally on the inside, but he tries to close the door way too late. Pushes us onto the curb, we're able to get the position, and he makes a dive for the inside and slams the door. A little bit of door banging there. He gets the position back. He's really not giving anything right there. That was a bit naughty. We flashed him to let him know that was not good. A bit of weaving. He only allowed to weave twice, which is what he did. He tries to go for the move. We tell him no by going slightly wide there to show him he doesn't have the inside. He shouldn't make the move right there. And we make the move again, diving on the inside, late braking, and we get the move done this time. And he's still there. He makes the move again, dives on the inside. He gets better rotation. Uses us as his braking point, or rather his braking parts there. He's on the inside. Still on the inside. Now making a move. No, he tries to spin us out. Whoa, that was not good. That was not good. No. That was too dirty. No. He tries to take us out there because he wasn't there on the inside. We were able to outbrake him, and we tried to turn him, but the nose was still there, and he almost caused us to spin out. We had to counter steer, and obviously that gave him the space to come back into P1. Yeah. That was beyond the limit. He almost loses the front there, or rather the rear. Try to make the move again, but he shuts the door this time and causes us to slam the nose. Slam the front lip of the car into his rear diffuser. I mean, this guy is really dirty. This guy is really dirty. He was borderline before, but right now he has moved into the dirty part. He's defending with his life. He knows we are faster, so he can only employ dark magic at this point to stay ahead. Literally can only employ dark magic. P3 is obviously back into the contention right now because of all the wahala we have faced ahead. P3 is now back, P4 is also back. 4 cars now fighting for P1. Sees us coming, blocks. We get on the curb there slightly and he's making a breakaway for it. He's making a break for it. He's breaking away and making a break for it. I don't know, but I'm twisting my words. Yeah, he's still in first position. No damage to his car, no damage to ours as well. Oh well, we have damage front and rear. And he did the rear, he did the front as well. I mean, this guy is dead, man. It's not affecting our pace, so it might just be cosmetic damage. Trying to make the move again, obviously not. Too far behind. Try to rattle him a bit. If he makes a mistake, he doesn't make any mistake. Stay in the slipstream. We get better rotation out of this corner. We also get better rotation on the next, so we need to stay as close as possible so we can get him on the on the straights. Goes wide, goes off track there. That flashing him to let him know that he went off track, but obviously he doesn't get any slowdown. It's good to go. Coming in the slipstream, we're not able to make the move here. Can we make a move into the hairpin? No, we can't make a move. We're too far behind. Just stay in the slipstream. We're able to get on the inside. He's able to. No, he shuts the door. We lift there to avoid contact. And now P3 is now into the equation. P3 is going by us now. We've lost the position to P3. He thinks we're going to dive on the inside. No. Whoa. That was bad. That was bad. He thought we were going to dive on the inside. He went on the inside. Smashed his brakes way before the breaking point. I mean, if we didn't dive out of that move, it would have been... I think we anticipated he was going to do that. Exactly. With the way he dived on the inside, we knew that was what he wanted to do, because we've had that has happened to us many times. Many dirty drivers do that. We were well aware that was going to happen, and we just quickly moved out of the way and saved ourselves the stress. Because that would have been bad. That would have really been bad. That would have been the end of the race right there. Yeah, so P1 has gotten a bit of a breather due to that little action, and I think this is the penultimate lap at this point. I believe this is the penultimate lap. Yeah, this is the last lap, I think. Yeah, last lap. Let me please fix your bug. Yeah, we can see the flag waving. And yes, this is the last lap. So he stayed in P1. Yeah, end of the race. End of the race. Oh yeah, he gave it everything. P3 came into the mix. Almost cost us to crash there, but all good in the end. All good in the end. So this was a fun race. It was a fun race. So hopefully we'll see you guys on the next one. Let's take a look at the results, and then we will come back for the final word. Okay, welcome back, guys. So these are the results. Beat 18 drivers in qualifying, lost 2 drivers in qualifying, beat 19 drivers in the race, lost to 1 driver in the race, Cassidy, and there we are in P2, gained 1 position from 3rd place. 12 laps in the race, plus 8.4%. driver rating, bronze driver rating. We were already in gold. Yes, we're in gold. I think bronze, after bronze is silver or gold. Anyway, yeah, silver. We were already in silver on the DR, but we dropped down a little. We're almost back there. Safety rank platinum 3 plus 3.8%. So we've already maximized this currently, and this is the one I really wanted us to see. Race contact with another vehicle, Nolan Cassidy, 7 times. 7 times. I mean, you can clearly see that this guy was very dirty all race. Was very, very dirty. Out of 12 laps, we had 8 clean laps. We had 3 clean laps in qualifying. 1 invalid lap in the race, but the rest were contact with Cassidy. So let's look at the race results. There we are in P2. Our finishing time to 1:37 gap. We can't even see fastest lap. Oh yeah, so this is split. Okay, first split for this one, but yeah, we're back into second split at the moment. I remember that clearly. We're back into second split. And Nolan Cassidy, the American, finished in P1. Very dirty driving, but yeah, we can't report. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for hanging with me on this one. Really appreciate it. Thank you for leaving a like. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for that notification bell. Thank you for helping us with the algorithm. If you watch to the end, leave a comment in the comment section. In fact, I think you should type dirty in the comment section. Just leave that one word, dirty, for Cassidy. All right guys, cheers. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.